Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Casey with Seraphim, Siren Tarot, and today's pick a card is going to be all about your person. Silence isn't empty, it's full of things that they're too afraid to tell you. So, we're going to look at their shadow side. We're going to kind of rip off that band aid if spirit lets us. We're going to uncover the apology. They are too afraid to speak. We're going to look at some of their deepest regrets, the shame they are hiding, and the realization that they might have ruined us. So, let's dig in. So, go ahead and put this over here. Pile 1, we have this beautiful little piece of lepidolite. It's this beautiful lavender color with these little sparkles everywhere. And zodiac signs that came out for pile 1 were Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn. Pile 2, we have this beautiful little blue crystal. I'm not quite sure what it is. If you have an idea, let me know down below. It's a little darker on this side. And the zodiac signs that came out with pile 2 were Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Gemini. Pile 3, we have this little piece of Amazonite. It always reminds me of like a glacier. There's this little piece of smoky quartz on the corner. And like Dalmatian. And the zodiac signs that came out with pile 3 were Pisces, Cancer, Libra, and Taurus. So, if you need a moment to take a deep breath and select your pile, you can do that now. If you're ready to go to your pile, all you got to do is look down below in the timestamps. So in the detail, the pinned comment and the description box, and yeah, everything that you can need, you'll find down there. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hey, pile 1. If you chose this beautiful little piece of light, this is going to be your reading. Also, if you're interested in the zodiac signs, we have Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Capricorn. All right, your card is the Loyal Heart, number 35. Look at how beautiful. So 35. This almost reminds me of the Lover's card in the Owl Tarot. for the Tarot of Owls. It gives me that soulmate energy. It also gives me that twin flame energy, that divine counterpart that is just, you're looking in a mirror. You might as well be. Oh, and look, if you look closely, there's a tiny heart under that one, but it looks like there's this key up here. There's two keys. I think you hold the key to each other's hearts. And I think what they're most sorry for is that they couldn't change enough to grow this. They didn't have enough strength. So we have this reducing to 8, which is Leo energy. It's also, 8 is a number of action. 3 is Empress energy, which no doubt they believe you are the embodiment of beauty. 5 is Hierophant energy, and that's self-limiting beliefs, different, could be different belief systems, different religious factors, commitment issues, traditional values. Through it all, you've stayed loyal to your heart, and they really admire that. And they're feeling very regretful on how they've treated you. Let's get some oracle cards. Also, this is a collaboration with my second channel. This is my second channel. My main channel, this is a part 2 video. Part 1 you can find currently linked down below. And that is about the love letter that they wrote to you but never sent. All right, so we're asking Spirit today, why silence? What is this apology? What are they too scared to speak? Okay. The unknown. Uncertainty is the only certainty there is. Surrender, curiosity, and faith. Okay. So, faith, loyalty. I feel like they wish they had surrendered to the unknown, to their curiosity, to have more faith in this connection, instead of being so stuck. Overcome, breakthrough, persevere, achieve success. And there's a lot of moon energy here, which is, subconscious fears and anxiety. They've got a lot to overcome, but they have endured. You have endured, coming through hardship, support, and inner strength. And that might be something that you don't really know. Again, there's such a moon energy here. Let's get a couple more. Facing inner demons. Don't be afraid of the darkness. There's a light nearby. Transform and integrate. This is giving devil energy, which is Capricorn. But I think it's also with transformation, it's giving the, they finally have had the courage enough to start to face their inner demons. You make them feel like they can. You make them feel strong, which also makes them feel weak because they're terrified of you walking away once you see their shadows. But you're not afraid of their darkness. You carry your own. Let's see what's on the bottom. Inspiration, new life, purpose, rebirth. It's a transformation and rebirth. So that's kind of like Scorpio energy with death card, which is the number 13. New life, purpose, rebirth, renewal, and happiness. And that is that is what you do for them. You inspire them to step into the unknown, to face their demons, to endure and overcome. Let's see. Anything else? What else, Spirit? Pile one's person. Okay, listen, Spirit. You have regret, highlighting, and healing. I'm too nosy to not look. But also on the bottom we have forgive. And what's funny is that looks a lot like pile two's card. So you could have messages in pile two, even though I haven't filmed it yet. Let's see what we got here. We have manifest, impulse, barrier, create, regret, and heal. These are the two main ones because these are the ones that I could see, and forgive. But yeah, it definitely confirms that there's regret, there's healing. You might have kind of created a boundary, a barrier, trying to overcome and persevere your own hardship, to have your own inner strength, because it feels like you can be quite impulsive. But you are manifesting the unknown. This looks a lot like that card. You can see the path lit up there. You may have a dream connection. there's a house in all of these right here. And then there's also a lot of trees. So, like, there's lots of growth and roots. Hmm. Okay, so let's see what the tarot says. Pile 1. Spirit, why is pile 1's person afraid? What do they want to say in their apology? Pile 1, okay. So, right off the bat, we're starting with I Know You From Somewhere, which is the Six of Cups. And that is nostalgia, it's soulmate energy. 6 is the number of the lovers, which is Gemini energy. And that is, a choice of the heart. 6 is a number of unconditional love and healing. I would do anything for you. So this card, it has anything lit up in blue. And what that reminds me of is in this deck, the blue cards, it symbolizes the higher self or spirit. But for me, it's also that throat chakra, which mine feels like is starting to close out. and it always feels like this 10 is like every 10 to me, except it's the 10 of pentacles, it's the 10 of cups, it's the fairy tale, it's the wheel of fortune, which goes both ways. There's always free will. This is only a snapshot. But the 10 of wands, the 10 of swords, it's like you would die for this person, or they would, how people say, I would die for you. So, but the one thing they cannot do is, like, it took me so long to say it, but it is to speak. They're too afraid of what they could say. But and now I'm seeing 16 here, which is the tower. And it's like your person knows that you are not like any other person, but also with that, it's terrifying to put themselves in a position to be betrayed, to be hurt, to be part of the unknown. So I always hear, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. But have I lost everything is Nine of Swords energy again, with, sleepless nights, anxiety, fears. But that's 19. That's sun energy. It's the happiness. that they understand that they're losing. And indeed, if you did walk away, or you have put down some barriers, um, they are worried that now it's it's like they feel like they're running and they just can't stop running. They're always looking behind them. They're always trying to predict every outcome, be more selfish. I think this is something they want you to do. This is something that they are very apologetic about. They kind of feel a little bit of shame, a little bit of, guilt because they weren't strong enough to overcome what they needed to overcome in the moment to not be selfish in but that was something they had to do, which I don't think they actually realize that yet. But they do know they won't they probably it feels like, I'm going to stop communicating. I'm too scared to know whether it's like either way. If they don't say anything, they're going to lose everything. If they do say something, they feel like they're going to lose themselves. And you've been so selfless, which has done a lot of good in this person's world. What else is going on here? Look at that. There's your sorry. And it's coming. It is coming, trust. So we've loyalty, trust. Feel like your demons get along. And that's what has helped them to endure and overcome. But they do realize that they have been selfish. But now is not the time. It's just not the time that they're going to come forward. I will be pulling some timing oracles at the end of this. Okay, so let's see if we can get any more messages here. Got the Divine Goddess Oracle deck. Pile 1. Is there anything we need to know about this person? fear. God damn. I mean, yeah, they are afraid. They expect the worst. They are afraid of failure. They waste so much time being in their head with these negative thoughts. Anything else? Okay. Did it come out? No. Oh my gosh. Happiness coming out again. New discoveries that lead to celebrations. Love yourself first. And that could be something that they need to learn how to do, is to overcome self-limiting beliefs. Yep, self-awareness and putting in the work. Wow, that is so cool. Tapping into your higher self, questioning routines and patterns, action that helps achieve goals, building the path for success. So, again, a path. But they're still not able to speak this to you. Let's see what's on the bottom. Be open to change, be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth, which we started with 35, which is what? Growth and change. Okay. Now, let's get some of these divinely guided love messages. If you are enjoying the reading, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I'm trying to get to 1K. And thank you guys so much for everybody that has pressed those little buttons and continue to talk to me in the comments. It really does help my channel. So, yeah. So, anything else, Spirit? Oh, third party. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. This is something they're too scared to tell you. So, third party could be an actual person. It could be a job. It could be the self, just being in their head. It could be family. But yes, it could very well be someone else or other options. Unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. And I think where this person regrets and feels ashamed is they did feel this way. They did feel like that. They didn't feel like you were self-aware enough to have the right to feel like they didn't care. Understanding. I see your side of the story. So now that they have become more self-aware, they are seeing from a different perspective of what you see. Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. Yeah. So you may not be speaking right now, but there's still the bond. You know, it doesn't go anywhere, you know. Let's get one more. Pile one. What's going on with pile one's person? Indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. And that is also something they carry a lot of heartbreak over. You know, they feel like this has ruined the chance for us, you know. On the bottom, conversation. I want to call and hear your voice. Maybe this is the time that they do want to actually call you and have that conversation, tell you they're sorry. Not exactly right now, because they are putting the brakes on it, because this scares the ever-loving shit out of them. There can't be any more reference to how happy you make them and how afraid that makes them feel. This is also, you know, with that Cancer energy, with the Chariot, it's, yeah, it's like, let's put the brakes on this, you know. We're getting very ahead of ourselves. Okay, so I'm going to get some messages. And file one message. Oh, already. I forgive you for me and for us. Oh my goodness. My love for you is endless. It's two little birds up here. Sun energy again, right under happiness. Tell me what your heart needs. They want to be more self-aware, even about what their own heart needs. Oh my goodness. Let's rewrite our love story together. Put in the work. Be open to change. Have that conversation. Make some decisions. Let's get one more. Or two more. Your love has changed my life. Beautiful card. Coming out with love takes effort from both of us. And I think that's not too much to ask for. I feel like that is what you that's what you need to hear, you know? On the bottom we have release the past. I'm hearing bridge over troubled water. We have sun here again. So divine masculine energy. Okay, so we are going to get a few of my curated messages, spicy, mild, and sweet. Let's play out that freaky fantasy that is always on your mind. Oh my goodness. When I'm good, I'm very good, but when I'm bad, I'm better. Oh my goodness. I was yours before we ever even touched each other. And on the bottom, everyone has an addiction. There's that Capricorn energy. Mine just happens to be you. Words can't describe the ache that runs through my body when I'm missing you. That makes me want to cry, but they can't even describe. Which is why, until they can, you know, you got to take care of yourself. You don't need to feel guilty. You can accept this person's apology, or It's all up to you. I'm going to get some timing cards to finish this off. Pile 1. When can they expect this apology? Pile 1's person. Number 46. By the end of the day. Now, y'all are going to have to let me know in the comments if this happens. I'm serious. We have 46, which is 10. So that's cycles. 4 is Emperor energy. 6 is Lover's energy. 4 is also a number of stability, foundation. Anything else? What other time frames can you give me, Spirit? 9, have faith, divine timing is at play. So again, we've got that divine. We have the number 9, which is Virgo energy, and with the Hermit. So right now, they could actually, that is so aggravating. Why is it doing that? Be in Hermit mode. I'm going full OCD right now. Sorry. Number 38, by the end of the year. And all this blue makes me feel like, and this reducing to 11, feels like you won't really, some of you won't really get that justice until the end of the year. You won't get that conversation. That they, there's 8, which is Leo with strength, and 3. That's growth, and it's just strength and growth. It's been a theme. Let's get one more. Time will bring a surprise, number 32. So growth, decisions, partnerships with number 2, expansion. 5 is change. So time will bring a surprise. Oh my goodness. Now, I don't remember. You don't have to pick the same, piles in each reading, but the part 1 to this reading, which is links down below, one of the piles, this card came out. And so October 24th could be significant. But we also have this reducing to 6, which is, again, love. 2 is High Priestess, Pisces energy, secrets, intuition. You may have dreams, a dream connection. Maybe it'll be by this time that they'll feel more stable. They'll feel more grounded. I didn't mean to do that, but timing is much farther in the future. Now, you have to be discerning with your messages. They're not all going to be for you, but if it feels like it's for you, then definitely follow your intuition. But I'm seeing change. I'm seeing that, again, the Cancer energy with the Chariot, and how this reducing to 12 is Pisces energy with the Hanged Man. So it's like right now, until they can change, they are making, they're pumping the brakes on this. Um, and, they are kind of in their head cycling through new perspectives, new ways to see how they can bring this together. Okay. And yeah, that's going to be a reading. Pile 1. Thank you so much for being here. There goes my voice. Please comment down below. Every comment, every like really does help my channel to, show the algorithm that you guys want to see my readings. So if you would be so kind, also please subscribe. I am trying so hard to make it to 1K by my birthday, which is the 24th of February. Now, this is a timeless reading, but right now, as I'm putting it out, today, as the crow flies, it's a little bit less than a month, and I would like to be at 1K by then. So, if you're still here listening to me yammer on, because I tend to do that at the end of readings, I'm always just chatting, leave me a maple leaf. My birthday's on the 24th. I'm also hearing bridge over troubled water, so there might be some significant messages there. Now I'm hearing could be the movie or the book Bridges in Madison County. Okay, that's it. I'm cutting it off. Thank you so much, guys. And I hope to see you in the next one. So much love, warm soul hugs. Bye. Hey, pile 2. If you chose this beautiful blue crystal, if you know what this could be, let me know down below. I'm not sure, but it's gorgeous. Yeah, so we have also the signs of Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Gemini. This kind of reminds me of Gemini energy. Also, it reminds me of Pink Floyd, the album Pulse. Except isn't it like eyeballs? But I don't know if you've ever looked at the back of this. There's like a face. And so we have No Place Like Home. You could be a fan of Wizard of Oz, Wicked, but we have the number 50. 5 is Hierophant energy, and 0 is Fool energy. So it feels like it really feels like your person, you literally just are so beautiful, and you're a safe space. And you feel like home. You're always shining your light, taking a leap of faith towards them, changing, growing, overcoming your own self-limiting beliefs with that Hierophant energy. Let's see what we get. And oracle cards. Take a deep breath and think about your person. Spirit, pile 2. What is their person too scared to say? What are their deepest regrets? What realizations have they had to make them feel like they've ruined this connection? Oh my goodness. Pinnacle. Look at how there is a house. I know it's not exactly a house, but look at the light coming out and it's all the way up in the clouds. How fucking cool is that? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I love it. Divine nature, true destiny, purifying and cleansing. Let's see what else comes out. Romance. It's the same colors of the card. Being enchanted, love spell, attracting your equal. So this could be twin flame energy, divine counterparts. Look at this. Soul mirrors. Others reflect your own relationship with yourself. Open heart and healing union. So you have the sun and the moon. So divine feminine, divine masculine energy coming through. You could have messages in pile 1. Yeah, let me just see. Let's get one more. Look at hidden desires. Your deepest desires hold the seed of your potential. Longing, passion, fulfilled. So I'm getting that song. All I want to do is make love to you. The lyric where she says, I am a flower and you are the seed. We planted a garden, planted a tree, something like that. Basically, saying, she loved the person who she was with, but they couldn't give her sorry. Hailstorm does a cover version of that song, and it makes me cry. But it's, you the only thing in this world that can break you and your person are each other. You can either help each other heal and open your heart, or, pushy. push each other away. Like the darkness. It's so beautiful. Darkness cannot dispel darkness, only light can. Love, clarity, and awareness. And this is how they feel overall about you. You are that lantern in the dark that's giving that Virgo energy of the hermit. But it's the fact that you both have darkness. You shine light on each other. And maybe your person I think they've been hiding their desire to heal with union, to fulfill this longing, to bring clarity and awareness to the love that they have for you. Oh my goodness. I need to pause. Sorry about that, guys. Let's do a little sound cleansing. I just needed a moment. This shit got real heavy real fast. I think your person is suffering. I think you could be suffering. It's so fucking cool how that mirrors. I just heard the wind beneath my wings. That could be significant. What's going on with Pile 2's person? Spirit. Synchronicity. Follow the signs. Now, also, they're showing some signs within. This looks like Saturn, so that's Capricorn? House 10, right? I think so. We have calm. You bring this person a sense of calm. Maybe not at the moment, but when things were good, you were like a nice cup of valerian root tea. I don't know why that's super specific, but sleepy time. They rested better knowing, or you were the last thought in their mind when they went to sleep, and the first thought when they wake up. What else? Ego. All right, so this is hindering the growth, right? This path is much longer, and yeah, it's like you might need to be grounded, and they need to kind of not be so in their fears, in their ego. Full moon could be significant. I do believe that is in a couple of days. I think it's February 1st. This is a timeless reading, but right now. Anything else? Okay. Freedom, nourish, and transition. Strength. So they are weathering quite the storm right now, especially when it comes to seeing the signs, knowing that you are, the T on you is that you bring this person's nervous system a calmness. Their ego is kind of got them a little stuck, but and look, I just heard you're the apple of my eye. They want to nourish. They want to nourish the connection, but they also want freedom. They have to figure out how to transition, how to learn how to it's like their roots are grounded in fear, subconscious fears, things that were like generational trauma. I'm hearing diamonds in the trees, pentagrams in the night skies. Ascensionism, I think, sleep token. But this is, yeah. They have their regrets, right? They regret. They regret turning you away. And if you look, this image is quite similar to this. So they might be transitioning out of the ego and becoming more self-aware. That they aren't losing their freedom. It's going to take some strength, though. I'm hearing the song Sailing from Christopher Cross. We're going to go ahead and scoop this up. And we're going to see what the tarot says. Pile 2. What's going on with your person? What do they regret? What are they too afraid to say? What have they realized about what they've done that may have ruined this connection? What's going on with Pile 2's person? I want to start a family with you. So this is Ten of Pentacles energy. Yeah. Let's see. They regret not telling you. Look at that. Look. I cannot see it. Look at this. They regret not telling you they love you and being honest about just how much they do, in fact, want to be with you. They want this new beginning. They have a trust and a love for you that they've never really felt before. They don't really understand it. I got a lot to say though. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. So this is Virgo energy again with the Hermit. With this 9. I'm also seeing 19, which is the Sun, divine masculine energy. Happiness. You may have messages in pile 1. There was a lot of messages. But this is also like the 9 of Swords, right? They are isolating. They're in their head and they are having all these fears. They can't sleep. Let's get one more. Pile 2. Oh, look at that. I need more balance. So this is like 2 of Pentacles. So they are trying to figure out how to balance this. Two is a number of partnership, choices, balance. Let's get one more. I'm addicted to you. So that's Capricorn energy with the Devil. And yeah, it really does feel like there's a bit of an addiction here. This also reduces to 6, which is Gemini energy with the Lovers. It's a choice of the heart. I'm seeing 11, 11, this reducing, this even 11 here. I want a fresh start with you. So you've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and this is, this for me is Ace of Pentacles. It's the fresh. It's also kind of the Magician, because I'm seeing this fresh here as heart chakra energy. And it's also the card, the Fool card in this deck is this color. So, and right after the Fool, you have, which we started with Fool energy, you have the Magician. See, they're still trying to make up their mind on how they need to balance. But they are afraid of losing themselves and just, I'm hearing the song by Hailstorm, Conflicted. I'm conflicted. This addiction's got me twisted on you. I'm conflicted and addicted, so come over here and make up my mind. I'm also seeing 16, which is Tower energy with Scorpio. So it's a fresh start, a new beginning. There's lots of ones here, so you definitely could have messages in pile one because this is kind of it could be pile counterparts even, but I want a new heart, fresh new start with the heart. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's see what comes out in the Divine Goddess Oracle deck. Lovers, energy activation. Connect to the divine through meditation or prayer. Passionate connection, shared vision and values. We were talking about that. Which is another reason why you feel like home. That 5, that higher energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, a new opportunity. Insights gained from a new experience, job, or partner. Pile 2's person. Is there anything we should know, Spirit? Pay attention. Look out for signs from the divine. Acknowledge red flags. Realignment. Shift your perspective for gained sense of clarity. So we have clarity coming in again. Paying attention, being discerning. Decisions. 2 is a number of decisions. The need to gain clarity again through decision making. Wow. Okay. On the bottom. Can't make this shit up. Obsession. Focusing too much on one situation. The need to take a step back. I'm hearing bad decisions by the Bad Omens. I'm hearing obsessed from Mariah Carey. All right. And we've got shadow side. You made me realize my flaws. Reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Oh my gosh. So your apology is going to bring you so much clarity. I don't know how many times we've said clarity now. Okay. What happened? I thought it turned over. Did it not? Am I insane? Okay. Pile 2. Okay. Mend. I want to fix our connection. Pile 2. Commitment. I want you to be part of my future. So remember we had that freedom, ego, and then, yeah. So they might be making some big decisions right now. Chaser. I don't want to chase anymore. So that could be your energy. You know what was funny is when I was, meditating and gathering the decks that I wanted to use, and I picked this deck up, Runner flew out. So that's kind of crazy. Okay. Pile 2. Oh my goodness. Look at that. See? Regrets. I wish this never happened. And that's not you. That is everything that they have done up to this point. I feel like your person is a perfectionist and they don't want you to see them any other way than they allow you to see. They regret doing the things that they've done or saying the things that they've said because you are someone who pays attention. You are someone who, you know, has really tried to fix and mend the things that you see, to heal. And now they feel like, now that you've seen them or can see right through them. I'm hearing the song from Alanis Morissette, See Right Through You. Oh my goodness. And I'm hearing the secret song from Alanis Morissette. That energy is coming up here. That would explain why I started to burst into tears in the beginning. On the bottom, we have damage. We are both hurting from this. Yeah. Okay. What messages? The sun will shine again. And look, it looks just like that. You know, two people all hugged up on each other. The sun energy coming out. Oh boy. Your person might be, I have OCD. Your person might be neurospicy as well. Okay. I just heard I have a lot more than OCD, and that's because I do. But it's also coming through like they are very spicy. Release the past. This came out in pile 1. Bridge over troubled water. Choose yourself today. Be selfish. That was also a message in pile 1. What once burned brightly now feels dim. Yeah. I feel like they've made the wrong decisions. I'm always drawn to your heart's light. Look at that. Now I'm hearing Heart Light by Neil Diamond. On the bottom, I choose us over and over again. And you know, it definitely feels that way. At least if that's one thing that they are so sorry about, because they know that what once burned brightly feels dim because they chose themselves every day, which isn't wrong. And if they could release the regrets, the heartache, the shame that they feel, and realign, They know that you've consistently chosen us over and over again. But what's the title of this reading? Or on the thumbnail is it ruined us. It makes me want to bawl my eyes out. Okay, so let's move on to the next set of messages. Oops. Okay. I just hit the light and I'm that's not the right deck yet. And I heard hit the lights. um so what is that? I killed the lights, Britney Spears. But then I also heard every light in the house is on. Okay, so this is my own curated deck. It says my love language is showing you the parts of me that ache and trusting you to not dig your fingers in. And that's one of the reasons you're such a light in their life. And they feel so safe in your bubble. When I look at you and I start aching so deep inside, it takes all I can to think, breathe, speak. You are my undoing. Let's get one more. In case you ever foolishly forget, I am never not thinking of you. Oh my god. These are kind of like matching cards a little bit. In case you ever foolishly remain in fear of my love, know that it's 100% unconditional and will never fade. So it feels like a mirroring energy. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay. Let's see about timing. Timing for pile 2. Spirit, can I get some time frames? Next winter. So we've got number 14, which is Temperance with Sagittarius energy. Reduces to 5. Change. And Hierophant energy with Commitment. So that could also be the Hierophant and Temperance. It could also be a reconciliation. 1, we are very familiar with that new beginning. And 4 is stability and foundation. So in the first 2 cards that came out were connected by the home. No place like home. So maybe by next winter, it's time to move forward. So we were talking earlier about the Cancer energy and the Chariot and kind of pumping the brakes. Actually, that was pile 1. There's a lot of similarities here. But yeah, that Chariot energy, some of them are trying to move forward with this fresh start. It's worth the time. So we do have the number 2, which is Pisces energy with the High Priestess. So secrets, it's worth the time to kind of pull back, surrender, and let it all come in divine timing. Let's get one more. Oh my goodness. Spirit said no. Next couple of days, if this happens, you're going to have to come back here and let me know. It's a beautiful card. So All of these days could be significant too. 31st, the 2nd, the 7th, the 14th. We've got 37. Next week looks promising. So, yeah. And then on the bottom, next new moon. We've got number 49, which reduces to 13, which is death and transformation. And Scorpio energy. So, yeah, that's everything, I think. I'm all like, oh, just need to take a break. Spirit, just this was a heavy one, but I hope that this brought some clarity to you about, you know, about anything really. I don't feel like you know much, but I do know that there's a lot of love here and there's a lot of truth to be told. So, if you're still here listening to me yammer on, leave me a moon emoji um, or a wave. But that's going to be it. Don't forget about part 1. It's linked down below. Please subscribe. Just please. Because I'm trying to get to 1K by my birthday, which is less than a month away. Um, so yeah. Please comment. I love hearing what synchronicities that you had. Um, and yeah. check the um check the timestamps, the pinned comment, the description. Everything you need is down below. If you need a private reading, that is information is also down below. And yeah, I hope. Listen, I'm sending you so much love and warm soul hugs, guys. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you found some comfort. Um, I'm sending you so much love, warm soul hugs, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, Bio 3. If you chose this Amazonite, reminds me of Dalmatian. There's a little corner there that is smoky quartz, and I always get the image of glaciers when I see that stone. So, okay. The zodiac signs that came out in this pile were Pisces, Cancer, Libra, and Taurus. Your card is Chaos and Conflict, the number 33. So, master number 33 could be significant. Also, if you stayed in the intro, I dropped the rock. And usually when I do that, it's like I'm always like, yep, that's the chaos pile. And then I was like, you know what? The card is actually, it says chaos on it. So we have chaos and conflict. And so I just heard a leopard can't change his spots. So I don't know if that's significant, but 3 is about growth and expansion. This could be the shedding of the old skin. We are finishing up the year of the snake and going into the year of the horse, I believe. Um, hmm. 3 is also Empress energy. This is like giraffe, zebra. Okay. Let's see what oracles come out. Take a deep breath and think about your person. And we're going to ask Spirit about pile 3's person. And we're going to dip into their shadow side. And we're looking for the apology. They're too scared to speak. Regrets, realizations that they have ruined this connection. They might be hiding, feeling shame about what's going on with pile 3's person. Ambition. So, high ideals, realistic goals, reaching objectives. So it feels like Mars energy back there. Also is giving Capricorn energy. I believe the Capricorn, well, basically, the Capricorn coin on the back says ambitious. So that was pile 1. You could have messages in pile 1. This came out in pile 2. So you might have messages in all the piles. But we have soul mirrors. Others reflect your own relationship with yourself. Open heart, healing union. I feel like you and your person are the chaos and conflict. It's like you're the same, but not, you know? Like there's so many differences, but yet you reflect each other. Like you're more of a dreamer and they're more in their ego. Fertility. Pile 1's card was about fertility. This is also Empress energy for me with the number 3. Being productive, bearing fruit, children, and plenty. So we have sun and moon. You could have a sun in Capricorn, a moon in Cancer, or Pisces. And if one of these is your Mars, you gotta let me know. You have Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Taurus. Mental contest. Strength isn't from winning. Struggles define strengths. Control, power, and repressed. And that for me is almost like emperor energy, but like a tinge of reversal. um, Communing, connection with spirit, divine downloads. Mm-hmm. Okay, so every single pile has been so divinely guided, um, so spiritually connected, um, all about intuition. I think they're sorry because they haven't really opened their heart to you or wanted to talk about this healing union. In fact, whenever you mention union, it always becomes chaos and conflict. Your person is too busy being productive, trying to up their growth and expansion. They're very, very grounded. And you're very much with the divine. You follow your intuition and you do open your heart. But with your person, there's a lot more things that are prioritized above this connection. But I also think they feel a certain amount of shame because they've often probably omitted the truth or even lied to you about not having feelings or evading answers or giving the silent treatment. It's it's a runner. And I think they do feel a certain amount of shame in the struggles that they go through, um, defining themselves as not good enough. They're always in their head. And look at how this looks like. It's almost the same exact picture on the inside here. It's like you have this picture in your mind, and they have it too. But they keep it hidden, but it's growing. You planted a seed. Oh, don't get me started on this. I had a little bit of a breakdown in pile 2 over a song, and I'm not going to do that here. So, because I just heard it's not that serious. I feel like your person's biggest thing is they act like nothing is that serious, except for it is serious to you, and they know that. But they have to act very nonchalant, very cold, calculated, strategic. I think that's one of their biggest realizations is how you do see them like a mirror. And so they're afraid to look at you. Let's see what comes out here. This came out in pile 2. And it's like you are this person's personal cup of valerian root tea, is what comes to me when I see this. That's the tea on you. It's like in the midst of their chaos and conflict with all this ambition and mental, so I think they're very aware of what they need in order to survive these mental struggles. And I think you are too, but not because they've sat down and actually talked to you. For all you know, you could be wrong about everything, but I think you have a pretty good intuition. Children could be involved, or not being able to have children could be something. But being productive or staying busy is how they repress all of this that they want with you. But that's what it looks like in the gut right there. Yeah, it's breaking your person completely open. And it doesn't matter. They're getting the signs. They know how much you calm them, how you feel like a safe place. Forgiveness and immerse. They want you, this looks a lot like the card in pile 2, but they do want your forgiveness for them making other things to be such much more important. Oh, immerse. Duh. I started to shuffle it back in. But I think above all, you make them feel like home. I think you're kind of one that immerses yourself in emotions when your person tries to keep them under control, tries to have, oh, okay, awaken. So there is your awakening there. You've been a catalyst for this person's heart to just open up. And remember, wow, there's only one chair. I'm getting a couple of things here. You see these flowers over here, and it's very isolated, very lonely. And there's these, it just feels like you need to stop and I heard stop and smell the fucking flowers because you don't know when you're going to be 6 feet under. I'm hearing the song 6 Feet Under from Billie Eilish. But there's only one chair here. And that's something Spirit wants you to remember, because if they can't acknowledge you or bring you any kind of any awareness, any feelings, anything. I mean, it takes two to tango. I'm getting all the words. Illuminate. Yeah, they need to illuminate. But look, we have this lotus. And lotuses are, very spiritual. They begin in the deep, dark, depths of it, just what they have to go through in order to get to the sun is quite a bit chaotic. But yet, eventually, it comes to light, and it blooms into this beautiful thing that, wow, it's just crazy, you know? Um, and that's your person. They're trying to shed the past and think about the future as they awaken and remember what's most important to them. And that's what they're going to, that's what they feel they need to apologize for, because they haven't illuminated you to much of anything. And that's something they realize could have ruined you and the connection. Okay, so I'm gonna pick these up. And we're going to see what the tarot says. If you are enjoying this reading, please comment down below. Let me know what is standing out for you. Okay. Okay, so we have 111. You may have messages in pile 1, like for real. This is about being burned. That's how I see it. I burned the card one time, and but they literally burned for you. And it's something that you reflect. And it could just be a love language, physical touch. But I think they are so scared to have that because they don't want what? That was Ruby. Um, I mean, that's what they're scared of. They're scared of losing you, and they don't even have you. And that's the saddest part. Why not give it a shot? I think that might be something they're slowly starting to realize. But the hard thing is that they're struggling to reach their own goals. And yeah, but they just want you all the time. Yeah, they do. That could be confirmation for you. Ruby is my little Black Panther. Um, and she says that they just want you all the time. Okay, all the time. There's like all period, the period. It's like very dramatic. So it's like your person might be a little dramatic, a little sensitive. Oof. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. So this makes me feel like Virgo energy with the why am hermit, because I'm seeing also 9 of Swords, and 9 of Cups. It's like everything rolled into one. It's like, please give me time to go within myself. I've never felt this way before, and I'm literally in chaos and conflict over it. It keeps me in my head. I don't know what to do. You are 9 of Cups energy. You're like a wish fulfilled. I would do anything for you. And look at this 19, which is Sun energy, which is the happiest card in the tarot deck, with Leo energy. And this reminds me, this came out in pile 1. This makes me feel like all of the 10s, like they would do all of that for you, but they can't actually speak that. They can't speak to anything right now because they need time to figure out what it is that they're feeling. They are not as far in their spiritual alignment as you are. So look at that. We have 8, 9, 10. So there's progress. They're getting there. I feel the same way. 2 of Cups. So that's soulmate energy. They understand how this new perspective with this reducing to 12 Pisces energy, with Hanged Man and a new perspective. And that is not the only new perspective that they are seeing at this time. They're seeing a lot of new perspectives and how they were stuck in the old perspectives. And it's like, see, we have I'm Ready, which whenever I see this, it reminds me of that song by Tevin Campbell. I'm ready to love you forever. Come love me forevermore. But yeah, it's like, it's about how, oh, now I'm hearing Can We Talk? Was that what I was singing? They're so similar. If you know, let me down below. Let me know down below. But it's like, can we talk for a minute? Like, and your person is a continuous maybe. Call me maybe. Yeah, no. But look, we have 20, which is Judgment. And I think they struggle with that. Libra energy there. Right? Judgment card, Libra energy. I don't know. Ooh, I'm questioning it. I'm still learning. But this Also reminds me of Key West, mile marker 0. Um, but it's the Fool. It's a taking a leap of faith and just ready to trust. Be a fool for you. They just can't. It's a literal mental contest between I'm ready and maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. This is the one card in this deck that I just cannot stand because the energy I feel when I look at it is it's like rage bait. It's like, but look at that. That's the world. And that's endgame. You are so very special. This reminds me of a cover. It's always a cover with me. Nothing against the originals, but I love when somebody can take a song and make it their own. And there's a gentleman, an older gentleman, Frank. And if you type in Frank acoustic and creep cover, it'll come up. But I post it every so often because every time I see this card, it's what it reminds me of. And the way that he sings that song is what I feel when I see this. And it's like your person feels like a creep. Um, I'm also seeing 17, which is star energy, healing and wish fulfillment, reconciliation. But you are endgame. They just have to transform and, go through their dark night of the soul and spiritually awaken and ascend. What do you want? Meanwhile, they have to figure out what they want. What is going to be, they know this. They know they're addicted to you. They want you all the time. You're going to have to face it. You're addicted to love. So Robert Palmer could be significant. What's the other one? There's a couple of them that doctor, doctor, give me the news. Got a bad case of loving you. Yeah, no pill is gonna cure my ill. I got a bad case of loving you. Yeah, there's frustration. They want to know what you want, but they're, again, they, even I am getting like frustrated because I can't really articulate what exactly. It's like they want to know you, but they're too scared to ask. And you're done, like, trying. I'm hearing a song from Hailstorm, Tired of Trying. I'm also hearing The Proposition by Hailstorm. Let's see if we can get anything else here. Pile 3. What's going on? Okay. Putting in the work. This was actually in pile 2, I think. Action that helps achieve goals, building the path for success. That's what their ambitions are. Their passions. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. This is what they want. They want to follow you because they know that you put the happiness in their heart. But they have no. I just heard they have no business being in a relationship right now. We have celebration. Good times come from hard work, time spent in good company. So they might. This feels a little bit like. Like third party energy, but it also kind of gives a little bit of Four of Wands energy. Moving on. Endings that bring healthy beginnings. So your person could have put their work in the wrong place, taken action, and gone a different route other than they now wish they had not. Maybe they were being intimate with others, celebrating their freedom. It feels like they're moving on and trying to accept some really upsetting past and current situations, work through issues gracefully. They could still be attached to a third party. Resolving issues, again with issues. Solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma. So there's a lot of confirmation there. Release grudges, wounds, and pent up feelings through healthy activities. So they might like to go to the gym. It feels like almost like moving on from an ex, like a divorce, or children could be involved, co-parenting, which all comes within the realm of things that they do not want to share with you. Let's see what comes out of this deck. Absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. New chapter. I'm trying to move on. So that could be a part of the apology. What's going on with pile 3's person? Soul tie. I always feel connected to you. You got the soul mirror. Habits. I don't know if we will ever change. And that is self-sabotage, self-limiting beliefs. Being so traumatized from the past that I always hear I'm afraid to build it all up again, to see it wash away. They'd rather release and mourn you before they even have you, because it would hurt too much to accept this and speak on it. They're still trying to get their foot on the ground. I just heard a really old song. When I'm back on my feet again. And that back on my feet is Michael Bolton. Yeah. Also hearing Habits by Tovlo. Gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind. And Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's the biggest theme here. I haven't told you everything, and it's, it doesn't have to be the scenario that I gave, but it can be so many different scenarios depending on your, this is a collective reading. If you want a private reading, you can find all my information down below. But they haven't told you everything. And you feel like it's because they don't care. Mend. I want to fix our connection. So this could be, I'm hearing Endgame from, isn't that Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran? So Ed Sheeran could be significant, but the world card is completion and then moving on to a new beginning. And they see that. Let's get one more. Oh my goodness. Dishonesty. By lying, I ripped us apart. Well, there you have it. I ruined us by lying. It's on the bottom. Sabotage. Self-sabotage. I told you. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. That's something they need to heal. That is not your fault, pile 3. Alright, let's get some messages. Pile 3, what did they say? Love deserves another chance. And I feel like that's kind of like your motto. But you can't make a habit of disrespecting yourself. As in, like, I know you want to heal your person and you want to show that love, but you can still keep a safe space for them for when they finally are ready. But don't let it drain your energy. Don't let it make you feel like there's anything wrong with you. Because if anything, you are authentic. And I heard radical honesty. And hear what this person has to change is these habits of how they protect themselves. And it's not like you don't understand that these things have happened, even though you don't know exactly what these things are, you intuitively know. And you keep giving that person more and more but I think, that's that's not good for you. You got to ask yourself why, if they understand the things that they do, or they understand how much you're hurting, why they couldn't just give you the clarity. So the apology might still be that they regret to inform you that they are going to continue hiding. I feel alone even when we're together. And that's because of all these things. Or this could be you trying to sit at that table by yourself, and it takes two. You are worth fighting for. I'm always drawn to your heart's light. You're in heart light from Neil Diamond. Release the past. This has come up in every single pile, so I feel like it is super important. We have release coming out again. We have 4343 on the timer. I long to feel noticed by you, and that is your energy. I mean, you deserve more than to sit and long to feel noticed. And ultimately, this is also something you have to heal and look within yourself to understand why you feel that their attention is the only thing. I keep seeing the meme with Tinkerbell, where it says something like, I basically, you understand what she was going through when she was like, I'm hearing that part in Hook where Julia Roberts is Tink. She goes, clap harder, Peter. It's like, show me just a little bit of what I show you. Embrace who you're becoming. Yeah, you are knee deep in your emotions and are definitely putting up some boundaries. Be gentle with yourself. You're learning to be more gentle with yourself because you don't want to sabotage your own growth. And I think you've taught your person that, that they can love again, that there is a different feeling that can come from love other than fear and chaos and conflict. But those deep rooted feelings they need to be healed from within. You're not the Band-Aid. In fact, you keep a Band-Aid on long enough, and what is it? What happens? The wound festers. It doesn't heal. You have to air it out. Put some medicine on it. Allow it to breathe. Allow it to heal. and stop picking at it. You know? Next new moon. That came out in pile 2. Let's see what, hold on, I gotta keep trying to run past my deck. I made this deck. There's spicy, sweet, and mild little things in here, but let's see what they would say. Passion. Close your eyes, open your heart. Didn't we have open heart up here? Or it might have been pile 2. I don't know anymore. Close your eyes, open your heart, and feel my soul touching you, needing you, wanting you every second of every day, begging you in soft, breathless whispers for your passion and your love. This is very much the vibe that you give to your person. Like, please, I long to feel noticed. The way you touch me, sparks fly, igniting this craving deep inside me. I often lose myself in thoughts of you, or in thoughts of us alone, exploring each other in the most intimate ways. Uh-oh. I want to forget my name while I'm busy moaning yours. I'm terrified of losing you, and you're not even mine. I don't know if it was pile 2 or this pile, but I said that. Oh boy. One day, when I wake up at 3 a.m., unable to sleep, I will look next to me and you will be there, sleeping beside me peacefully, and suddenly the world won't seem so lonely. On the bottom, meet me in that place where our souls ache to wander, and a million stars will unfold around us, and I'll look at you and wonder how we ever lived in anything less breathtaking than this. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Timing. Let's see if we can get some timing. What's the timing for pile 3? This came out in pile 2 in the next couple of days. If this happens, you better come back and let me know. Comment down below. Oof. December 26th may be significant. It's the day after Christmas. Could be the last time you spoke with this person. Which has taken a lot of strength. Okay. 9 months from now. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, for some of you, or maybe even just one of you, you know what that means. And yeah. For others, it's just 9 months. August, we have number 22. That again is giving me the inclination that you should check out pile 2 and pile 1. Man, all of these have been so connected. So don't worry about what pile, because you may have messages in all of them. I have OCD and I can't, I usually watch the entire video if I'm watching a reading, and I start with the pile I'm called to the most. And because I'm so obsessed with numbers, it usually starts there. So I'll look at timestamps and yeah, just whatever signs pop out to me. So these can all be days that are significant as well: 31st, 26th, 28th, 22nd, next fall, 12. So that is also getting that Pisces energy with Hanged Man. And so maybe this is when, and what was this? This was 33. Mirroring numbers. This could be significant as far as like by this time next fall, you will kind of have a new perspective on the situation. So, that being said, if you are still here listening to me yammer on, leave me a sun emoji. Yeah. And please, because I ain't too proud to beg, if this reading resonated with you and you do enjoy these readings, please subscribe. I am trying to get to 1K by my birthday, which is February 24th, if you are interested in knowing. So, yeah, that's all my little Pisces heart wants. So, please comment. I love talking to you guys about all this stuff because some of this shit really blows me away. And I want to know if y'all are experiencing that with me. Also, shout out to those of you that help me out when I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And like if I don't know what a stone is, or, you know, there's all kinds of ways that you guys help me out. And I love that. So, and yeah, that's going to be it. Like, of course, the more you interact with this video, the better off it is that, you know, other people will see it or that it'll show back up in your feed. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. Oh, don't forget pile one. That's part one of this reading was put up on my main channel, which is linked down below. It is the love letter that they never sent. So it's kind of a light versus shadow collaboration with myself, because that's really what these channels are to me. One is for my light and one is for my dark. But I think it kind of shows in every single one. So it's really kind of, you know, mostly it's just me. And if you enjoy being here with me, then yeah. I love you guys so, so much. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it's as beautiful as you. And thank you so much for being here, and for everybody that has liked, commented, subscribed. Thank you so much. Tell me down below anything you feel like I need to know. And except for don't call me slow, okay? I mean, you can call me slow, but I'm gonna cuss you out, and then I'm gonna delete you. So that is that's what you're in for. I am, you know, neurospicy. My mind is a bit of a sieve, instead of a sponge. When you're channeling, it's kind of like there's a million things going off in my head at once. usually all the time. So to pick out the different things, I'm still, I'm an intuitive reader and I'm still learning. Um, but it's like that's um, the most irritating comment is telling me that I'm slow. Like I don't know. Like I know I'm slow, but some people, um, you know, are trying to do it. What is that phrase? That quality over quantity? You know, I could be on here and and they're I don't know. It just I've had a few comments lately, and just know that um, I will give it right back to you, and then I will send you on your way because it's you know it's hard trying to um, not let that stuff get to you. So I don't. I'm not one that's gonna sit there and let you keep commenting dumb shit. So, um, all right. So, love you guys. Sorry for my rant, but um, yeah. All right. I'm sending you so much love and warm soul hugs. Take a deep breath. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Mimiano Beach.